12 News is dedicated to keeping you in the loop about the rapidly growing West Valley. Luke has long been a hub for our country's defense, and it's also a major economic driver to the West Valley and to the state.
The 56th Fighter Wing mission is to train the world's best fighter pilots and combat-ready airmen. It's the largest fighter wing in the Air Force, and they train 75% of the world's F-35 pilots.
Luke retired the F-16s in March of this year after a 42-year run. The fighter wing also helps train military troops from Italy, the Netherlands, Norway, Singapore, Denmark, and Belgium. And all day today, we are highlighting Luke Air Force Base and its contributions to the West Valley.
Tram Mai is on base. She's back with us, this time with a behind-the-scenes look at some of the action. Hey, Tram.
Yeah, you know, we have been talking throughout the hour, and there's still 2 more hours of it. But just talking about the many roles here at Luke, because again, they do employ about 10,000 people, Arizona's 11th largest employer. One of them is Sergeant Farmer, and it's great to have you here explaining with us. You know, you're part of the communications process when it comes to operations, right? Describe your role.
So air traffic control is initially going to get the aircraft off the ground, and they're going to start transiting to the airspace at that point. Eventually, they're going to hand them off to us, and we are going to control them in a tactical environment, such as south near the border or potentially surprise as well at that point. We're going to let them know, because we kind of have that God's eye view via our radar, and tell them if there's any adversary aircraft that are out there, if there's any surface-to-air missiles potentially. Say we have troops in contact as well. Yeah. We're going to get them overhead as quick as possible at that point.
What kind of challenges do you face?
There's a lot of things that you need to have critical thinking ability for as well, and you kind of have to more so athlete it at that point. Yeah. So if things aren't going according to plan, which most times they don't, we have to figure out a plan at that point, real time.
So like on the second thinking, I mean, pivot like that.
On the spot, less than 30 seconds to make a decision and go forward with it, because if we do something that's incorrect, there's potentially lives that are on the line at that point.
And what is that like? I mean, you know, just to react that quickly and make that decision so fast.
It takes time to learn how to do it, and at the end of the day, it can be a little bit stressful, but at the end of the day, it's fun because we get to interact with our pilots as well, and at the end of the day, the most rewarding thing for me is we're making a difference. If there's potentially troops in contact, if I can get an F-16 or an F-35 overhead quick enough, I could potentially be saving someone's life.
And is that why you joined?
It is. I mean, I have a sense of service as well. My father-in-law was a first sergeant for years. He retired after 24 years. Just wanted to make myself into a better person.
And how long have you been here at Luke?
I've been here at Luke now for 3 years.
But you've been in the service for?
I've been in the service for 10 years, coming up on 11 in July.
That's amazing. We thank you so much. Sergeant Farmer, thank you for what you do. You're incredible, as well as everybody here. All right, we talk about how big this base is. We're talking 4,200 acres. And really, when you step on you know, the base, it's like a city within a city. And you have to have a lot of resources to help all these airmen do what they do. And one of those resources is called the Base Exchange. Think of it like kind of, you know, your local department store. Take a look inside. It's everything you'd want in a local department store, with popular name brands all under one roof.
It has anything from beddings to clothes to jewelry to you name it, they have it there.
Welcome to the Base Exchange at Luke Air Force Base. There's even appliances, furniture, and so much more. And there's even high-end prestige items from Michael Kors, even Coach purses and Sunglass Hut. This is all tax-free as a big benefit to service members.
The benefit of shopping at the Base Exchange is that there's no sales tax. So no local sales tax, no state sales tax. It is all tax-free. So there's a benefit to our airmen when they're shopping there, that they can save a little bit of money in that regard.
And there's even a price match.
If you find something that is cheaper in the community, they will price match that as well. So if for some reason their item is higher priced, as long as you can show them proof that the item is selling for cheaper in the local economy, they'll price match that.
Colonel Peter Abercrombie says any extra money the BX makes, they give that money back to the military community.
So they're either using it for MWR, which is our Morale, Welfare, and Recreation Fund, so they give that back so we can do items for our airmen, whether it's to take a trip, whether it's to fix a playground, whatever we feel like we need to do with that funds, we can do to make the base just a little bit better. And then whatever else they have, they put back into their store to make it better as well. So, but it's a great partnership. They're always looking out for the best interests of our airmen.
They better hurry. I told you we were going to suck you in here.
Yeah, it really is impressive to see. And in fact, we just had lunch there right before the 4 o'clock show. So they have everything, every brand name. It is amazing in there. Also, I want to show you, speaking of amazing, I try to get as many airmen out here just because I want to show them off. I mean, you guys, these are the best of the best. Luke Air Force Base training 75% of the world's best fighter jet pilots here. And these are some of the airmen. And I told them to hurry up. I want to show you guys off and just thank you so much for everything that you do. So we appreciate you so very much. We're so lucky to have Luke right here in our own backyard. Coming up on 12 News at 5, Troy actually left me because he is getting suited up in deployment gear. So we'll see him in just a couple of minutes. But for now, we'll toss it back to you. Aren't they amazing?
Yeah, they're
amazing.
a very
Thank you so much.
impressive group, Tram. Thank you so much. Well, just in